Hello everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Glenn. I'm Glenn. Today we're focusing on empowerment. It's not just about physical strength, but tapping into your inner power, finding your voice, and owning your space in this world. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It really helps a lot. Hop into something comfortable, hop on your mat, and let's get started. To begin our practice today, meet me here in Sukhasana, or easy cross-legged seated position, on a bolster, blanket, pillow, whatever makes you more comfortable. Nice tall spine, level chin, relax the shoulders back and down. I want to quickly touch on the environment and the attire that you practice in. The environment, ideally you'd have enough space to move around within the parameters of your mat, maybe a little bit of space outside of the parameters of your mat, just in case we're doing balancing postures. You may lose your balance a little bit. Just enough space where it's safe for you to practice in. This could be in your, I guess technically dining room, like I film in here, in your living room. Someone I saw even practices in their hallway. So ideally, just enough space for you to move around. Probably enough space for you to spread your arms out. As far as attire goes, just loose, comfortable clothing, maybe athleisure wear or gym clothes or something you may wear to bed. Just something that makes you comfortable. Could be tight-fitting also, but just something that makes you comfortable in your space, in your practice. Again, these are just my suggestions. You do certainly what makes you comfortable for your practice. And as far as footwear goes, I'm always barefoot in a yoga practice. But if you're outside or if you like to wear shoes in the house, just something that's going to help you hold your balance, if anything, something that's not going to slip off very easily. Now let's start by taking a few breaths together. Nice, easy inhale through the nose. Nice, easy exhale out through the mouth. As you inhale in, imagine a radiant ball of energy at your core. As you inhale, it grows brighter, maybe bigger. And as you exhale, release any sense of negativity, doubt, or fear that you may have. Another inhale in. Feel that ball of energy grow. Maybe give it a color, and then exhale. Release any negative thoughts, any negative feelings you may have. Another inhale in here. And exhale. Release. As we move through this practice today, I want you to keep this affirmation in the back of your mind. I am strong. I am capable. I am enough. Now let's circle arms up with an inhale. Connect the hands at the top, and exhale. Bring the hands down to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Feel the energy move through you. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale. One last time. Inhale, circle the arms up. Feel the life-giving oxygen move through you. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands down on top of your knees, palms facing up. Let's start to roll the neck a little bit, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, chin towards the sky. As you exhale, roll over to the other side. Chin falls towards the chest. Reverse the circle. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin towards the sky, and as you exhale, begin to tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. Chin falls towards the chest. And reverse the circle again. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Exhale as you fall to the other side. Reverse the circle. Full circle this time. Exhale down to the bottom. One more. Inhale up to the top and then exhale. Reverse the circle. And exhale. Chin falls towards the chest. Stay there as you inhale. Chin up towards the sky. And exhale. Chin towards the chest. Inhale, bring the chin back up to center. Inhale, hands and arms come up as you take a twist to your right side. Chin falls towards the back shoulder. With an inhale, chin to front shoulder. Exhale, chin to back. Inhale, arms come forward and up. And exhale, take a twist to the opposite side, the left side this time. Chin towards the back shoulder. Inhale, chin towards front shoulder. And exhale, chin to back. Inhale, arms come forward and up. And roll either over your knees onto a table posture, or just slowly make your way off of any prop you may have had. Come into this table posture and we'll inhale up for cow pose, lifting the tailbone towards the sky, dropping the belly towards the floor, lifting the chest, lifting the chin. And exhale, opposite as you round, tuck the tailbone, send the spine towards the sky. Feel the shoulder blades wrap around the rib cage and the chin falls towards the chest. Inhale for cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, down into cat pose. Inhale as you come to a neutral table posture. And flip the fingers around so the fingertips face the knees. And just slightly lean back onto the fingers. Maybe the glutes touch the heels. Nice stretch in the forearms here. You can play around with it, maybe rock a little bit, gently side to side. Inhale, come back up to center. Face the fingertips away, thumbs pointed towards the front of your mat. And start to shift your weight side to side, nice and easy, nice and slow. After a couple rounds going side to side, flip your hands so that your fingertips face your knees again, but this time you have the back of your hand on the mat. This is called Brussels sprouts, as my yoga teacher calls it. You may not like Brussels sprouts, but they're very good for you. So play around, just gentle rocking movements side to side, back and forth. Slowly, one hand at a time, return back to a nice neutral table posture. Bring the knees wide on the mat. Bring the big toes closer. Sit back on the heels. Flip the hands around once more so the fingertips face the knees. Chest up, chin up. And we're going to go through a couple rounds of Simha Pranayama, or lion's breath. So what that's going to look like is you're in this position, a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, we're going to stick the tongue out and really open up the eyes. So the exhale will look like a So really exaggerate it. You can close your eyes if you like. But we'll do about 5 to 7 rounds of this. Really sit back on the heels, fingertips back, chest up, chin up. Take a nice easy inhale, nice easy exhale. And after a deep inhale, we'll begin. Nice easy inhale and exhale as you make your way back to table posture. That was nice for warming the body, really feeling the power within. Now make sure the toes are tucked, and then with an exhale, press yourself back into downward facing dog. And since this is our first one, let's make it a good downward dog. Maybe turn the hands out slightly so the fingers are a little bit pointed away from the front of the mats. Make sure you get good spacing in the feet. Really send that tailbone up to the sky. And begin to pedal out the legs. Since this is our first one, let's get a nice stretch in the hamstring and the calf. When you're satisfied, look to the front of the mats and take nice little baby steps to get to the front of the mat. Step between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees slightly. Rest the chest against the thighs. When you're ready, inhale, circling the arms up, touching the palms overhead, and bring the hands down to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Bend slightly in the knees, load up, drive the arms up, slight back bend. And then swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands on the mat. Step back with the right leg. Bring the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, rise for low lunge. And exhale down, hands to mat. Step back into table posture. High plank. Shift forward. Lower down slow all the way to the belly. Release the toes. Shoelace side of the foot on the ground. And inhale. Low cobra. And exhale down. Now either press yourself up into a high plank or go table and high plank, tucking the toes. High plank, downward facing dog. And lift the left leg into the air, three-legged dog. Exhale, step that through between the hands. High lunge this time. And exhale down. Step forward into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. Circling the arms up, touching the palms overhead. And bring the hands down to heart center. Load up into the legs again. Drive the arms up. Slightly bigger back bend this time. And then swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back with the opposite leg. Left leg this time for me. Inhale, rise up into low lunge. And exhale down, hands to mat, step back into table posture, and then back further into high plank. Shift forward, lower down, chaturanga vinyasa this time, flip the toes. Flow through upward facing dog or high cobra. Flip the toes again, and then press yourself back into downward facing dog. Lift the right foot this time, right leg this time, three-legged dog. Then exhale, step that through. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. And exhale down, hands to mat. Step forward with an inhale into halfway lift. And exhale, fold. And inhale, rise, circling the arms up. Touch the palms overhead and bring the hands down to heart center. Load up into the legs once more. Shoot the arms up, a little bit bigger back bends. And exhale, dive forward, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back with the right. Set yourself up for high lunge. And then rise up. And then exhale down. Hands to mat. Step back. High plank. Shift forward. Lower down. Chaturanga vinyasa. Flow through. And when you're ready, meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, three-legged dog. And exhale, step that through between the hands. High lunge, rise up. And exhale, forward, hands to mat. And with an inhale, bring the back leg for a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. Circling the arms up, touch the palms overhead. And bring the hands down to heart center. One more. Let's load up into the legs. Drive the arms forward and up. Biggest back bend. And exhale. Dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back with the left leg this time. Set yourself up for that good high lunge. And when you're ready, rise up with an inhale. And exhale. Down, hands to mat. Step back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Chaturanga vinyasa. Flip the feet. Flow through. And then meet me in downward facing dog with that exhale. Inhale, right leg lifted up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Set yourself up for that good high lunge. And when you're ready, rise up. Exhale, down, hands to mat. Step forward with an inhale for a halfway lift. And exhale, down, forward fold. And inhale, rise. Circle the arms up, touch the palms overhead, and bring the hands down to heart center. We're going to keep pushing through. Now's a great time to really embrace that inner strength that you have. So let's continue. Slight bend in the knees, load up, circle the arms up this time, touch the palms overhead, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back with the left leg. Set yourself up for high lunge. And when you're ready, high lunge, rise up. Warrior two, open up. Left knee over the toes, right knee over the toes. Toes pointed forward. Left leg, toes pointed out at the mat. Nice strong in this leg, really strong in the lower body. Our hips are nice and open. Our torso is stacked, shoulders over hips. Arms are straight, and we're gazing over that front hand. Nice, deep warrior. You can scoot the front toes forward a little bit more if you want to get deeper in your warrior. And with an inhale, let's reverse our warrior. Curl this arm up, the right arm. Gaze at the fingertips. The left arm, you can slide down the knee or you can take a bind behind the back. Now while staying nice and strong in the lower body, we're going to shift from the hips, from the torso, from the core. And with an exhale, come forward into extended side angle. One line from this wrist down to this ankle. This opposite arm, you can rest it on the thigh. You can extend it down, or you can kind of press off this leg, open up the shoulders a little bit more. Inhale, back up to warrior two, and windmill the arms down. Plant the hands on the mat, keep this left arm here, and we'll take a twist over this bent knee, and exhale down. Plant the hand, step back, shift forward, lower down, chaturanga vinyasa. Flow through upward dog or high cobra, and then meet me in downward facing dog. And with an inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step that through between the hands. High lunge, rise up. Warrior two, open up. Same warrior two rules apply here. Nice wide stance. Nice bend in this leg. Straight on this leg, toes pointed out. These toes pointed forward. Shoulders stacked over hips. Hips nice and open. Arms nice and straight. Space in the front of the heart, space in the back of the heart. Gazing over these front fingertips. And with an inhale, reverse your warrior. Remember that bind. Remember to stare up at the fingertips. And with an exhale, shift forward, extended side angle. Remember your modifications here. Take which one suits you best. Inhale, back up to warrior two. And then windmill the arms down. Plant the right hand on the mat. And inhale for a twist over this left leg. And exhale down. Plant the hands. Step back into high plank. Shift forward. Lower down. Chaturanga vinyasa. Flow through and meet me in downward facing dog. And bring the knees to the mat wide. Bring the big toes to touch. And then sit back into a nice, well-deserved child's pose. Can modify the distance between the knees. Can leave the big toes touching or modify the distance there. Same thing with the arms. If you want to feel some relief a little bit, you can bring the hands together like prayer hands. Bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. Breathe deeply. We try some open mouth exhales just to release some heat if you need to. As you breathe deeply, feel how the breath from the stomach, the belly, now pushes into the lower back. After your next exhale, return the hands to the mat if they're not there already. With an inhale, shift back into a table posture. Step the feet back into a high plank. Now hold this high plank. Feel nice and strong in the core. Squeeze the glutes if you have to. Imagine bringing your belt buckle to your belly button. Now we're going to take this step out progression. You can stay here in high plank if you like, and if it's too much for you, you can lower the knees to the mat and just stay in a slightly wider table posture. But if you'd like to join right along with me, bring the feet together. Remember to brace nice and strong in the core, and we'll step out, in, step out, in, step, step, step,
step. Try to keep the hips nice and level as you do this. A lot of core activation here. You may feel yourself shaking, and that is okay. You're building your resilience here. Step, 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 step. One more round. Step, step, step. And that's it. Knees to the mat if they're not there already. Take another child's pose for a breath or two if need be. Nice deep inhales. Open mouth exhales. And when you're ready to join, come up into table posture again. Next, we're going to go into a camel pose progression. So I recommend getting a blanket or something softer to rest your knees on. So we'll be on our knees for quite some time with this, and we'll take about 3, maybe 4 breath progressions in this camel pose. So bring your hands to your low back, your upper glute area, fingers facing down, thumbs facing out. Take a nice inhale, a nice exhale, and we're going to be rocking back into camel pose, but we're not going to be moving our lower body. So our thighs up to our hips will stay pointed straight up, and we're just going to bend from the rib cage, from the chest, really open up the heart. Try not to bend back like this in your camel pose. Try to leave the lower body pointed straight up and down. So nice, easy exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Start to come back into your camel pose. Really press against the glutes here with your hands. You can breathe a little bit more shallow here in your camel pose. And with an inhale, rock yourself forward. Make any adjustments you need to. Maybe you need to tuck the toes on this round. Maybe you need to release so the shoelace side of the foot's on the ground. Maybe you're so good at camel pose you can take the progression of grabbing the heels like this. I'm not quite there yet. But if you want to stick with me, just have the hands on the lower back, upper glute area. Inhale and then exhale. Rock back. Try to go a little bit deeper this time. And inhale. Come forward. Same thing applies. Readjust your knees if you have to. Tuck the toes if that helps. And if you want to grab the heels on this round, please go for it. Nice inhale. And then exhale from the hips. Inhale, come forward. Last round, make any adjustments you need to. Really open yourself up. Open your chest up for love. Open your core up for that empowerment. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come forward. If you're able to see the wall behind you, that's great. If all you could see was the ceiling, that's okay. Just something to work on. So let's return our hands down to the mat. Remove any props you might have used off to the side. Swing the legs around. And let's come onto our back. Shift yourself forward to the upper third of your mat, soles of the feet on the ground. Straighten the arms, and then slowly lower yourself onto your back. Bring the heels a little bit closer to your glutes. Extend the right leg and fold that ankle over the left knee. You can bring your arms out to a T here. Inhale and then exhale. Fall over to the left side. Sole of the right foot on the ground. Outer edge of the left ankle on the ground. Breathe nice and deep here. There's a few modifications you can take. You can rock the chin over to the opposite shoulder. You can extend the right arm overhead with the chin facing up if you like a side body stretch. You can grab the cat's tail, as it's called, which grabs the foot, or the left foot. Grab a hold of it and bend it if you're able to do that. You can fold this top knee down towards the armpit. Plenty of modifications. If there's something that you do like to try that I haven't listed there, you're more than welcome to give it a shot. If you've tried something and found that you don't like it, you can definitely try any other modification that you see fit for you. This is your practice. I want you to make it unique. Make it the most comfortable for you. And while we're here all twisted up, just imagine wringing out any leftover negativity or any tension. Making space for empowerment. With an inhale, bring the legs back up to center, and exhale, let them fall over to the opposite side. If you'd like to stretch the left arm overhead for a side body stretch, you can, but we'll be here for a little bit less time. Just breathe deeply, enjoy the stretch. After your next exhale, inhale, legs back up to center. Extend the right leg and place the sole of the right foot on the ground. Now extend the opposite leg, fold that ankle over the right knee. And with an inhale, exhale, fold over to the right side, placing the sole, the left foot on the ground, outer edge of the right ankle on the ground. Same modifications apply here. You can have the left arm overhead. You can leave it at your side. Maybe tilt the chin towards the left shoulder. You can grab the cat's tail if you like, grabbing that leg that's on the ground. You can fold the knee that's up towards the armpit if you like. Many modifications. Just do what you like in your practice. We'll be here for just a few more breaths. Breathe deeply. Just imagine wringing out anything bad that was left behind. After your next exhale, inhale, float the knees back up to center. And exhale, let them fall to the opposite side. After next exhale, inhale, bring your legs back up to the center. Extend the left leg and place the sole of the left foot on the ground. Now bring the knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. You can rock side to side, back and forth. Massage the lower back against the earth. Give yourself another big squeeze and then release down into your Shavasana. And when I say your Shavasana, I mean just make it comfortable for you. Whatever props you like to add, whatever position you like to lay in, just make it the most comfortable for you. Just let go of all effort completely. Surrender yourself to the mat. Trust your own strength because you are truly empowered. If you would like to remain in your Shavasana, I certainly invite you to do so for as long as you see fit. But if you'd like to follow along with the video, just begin to slowly take yourself out. Invite some small movements to the toes, to the fingers. As the movements grow, maybe roll the wrists, the ankles. And finally, point the toes, extend the arms overhead for a nice full body stretch. And return down. Bend one knee, place the foot on the ground. Press off that leg and come on to your side. Nice recovery posture. Just let your nervous system catch up. And when you're ready, you can press yourself up into Sukhasana. Nice, easy, cross-legged seated position. Walk yourself back on the hips a little bit, on your sit bones. Nice tall spine, hands on the knees, level chin. Make sure you carry this sense of empowerment with you. Remember, to achieve anything, it has to start with you. Let's take another breath together. Circle the arms up with an inhale. Touch the palms overhead. And exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you leave here feeling truly empowered. Go out there and spread that positivity. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.